Hey everybody, it's Cat, and today I'm going to show you how easy it is to make a bourbon-infused bread pudding that is perfect for your holiday table. So for this spirited holiday recipe, I have infused all of these raisins with bourbon overnight. They've gotten super plump and juicy, and this is the secret star of this incredibly easy recipe. This is something that can be made ahead and just popped into the fridge and then reheated the next day for a holiday breakfast. So you're gonna be real surprised at how quickly this comes together. Essentially, all bread pudding is bread mixed with a custard, so eggs and milk and sugar. So I'm gonna start off with a bunch of eggs. I have 6, I'm just gonna crack them into this bowl. Now I'm gonna add in my milk. I have 3 cups, but I'm not gonna add all of it. I'm gonna reserve some, and then if I want the bread pudding to be a little bit more moist, I'm gonna add the rest. Because eggs and whole milk aren't enough, I have 3 tablespoons of melted butter, brown sugar, tablespoon of vanilla. Now I'm adding a good amount of cinnamon, and now I'm gonna go ahead and stir in my raisins, my bourbon-soaked raisins. And obviously, if you wanna serve this to the kiddos, just omit the bourbon. And here I have some pecans. I'm gonna go ahead and chop these up. I decided to put these flavors together because it kind of reminds me of a bourbon pecan pie, which is my favorite. So I'm using brioche, which is a rich, buttery French style of bread. So I'm just cutting this into decent-sized cubes and putting it into my bowl with my custard. This looks so good. The idea is to let that custard soak all the way through the bread. So I'm gonna grab my buttered baking dish. I'm just gonna spoon this in, and then I'm going to bake the bread pudding at 350 degrees for about 40 minutes. Here we go. Finished bread pudding, still bubbling from the oven, all that butter's coming up on the sides. This could not have been more simple. As you could see, from start to finish, it takes maybe 10 minutes to throw everything in. And you can see that while it cooked, it kind of puffed up and got super golden. So I'm gonna let this rest for a couple of minutes, and then I'm going to dig in there and take a taste. That's delicious. The bourbon, you get a little hit of it every time you taste those raisins, and it's not too sweet. So if you want to make this a little bit sweeter, you could up the amount of brown sugar, or you could substitute white for the brown. You could also drizzle the top with a little bit of maple syrup. It's delicious no matter how you make it. So thank you for joining me for this spirited take on a holiday breakfast. All of the recipe details are right here on this site, and I will see you next time.